Okay guys, I'm here to give my review of WrestleMania 20. A show that the WWE Network apparently does not want anyone watching. Or something. I don't really know what happened here, but as I was trying to watch this show, every minute and a half or something, it would just go straight to the end and then kick you to the menu. So I don't know if the WWE, so the WWE Network apparently does not like this show, just based on how I was trying to watch it. So I don't know if it's just because it's 4 hours and 31 minutes long, or if it's because of Benoit or whatever. I just know that the WWE Network does not like this show, apparently. WrestleMania 20 is not that great of a show, actually, in terms of certain situations, for a marquee WrestleMania. And it is the last WrestleMania to be at Madison Square Garden, so that's a shame. But anyway, it took place March 14th, 2004 from Madison Square Garden in New York, New York. 12 matches on this card, so our total star rating is out of 60. First match is the United States Championship match. Big Show versus John Cena. Okay match, it's 1.5 stars. Cena won the U.S. Championship here, which was his first championship. The next year, he'd be winning the WWE Championship. So, this was the start of where you could see they were going with John Cena, but before a lot of fans turned on him. So, 1.5 stars. Next match, Fatal 4-Way match for the World Tag Team Championship. This is the Raw Tag Team Championship. Rob Van Dam and Booker T versus Mark Jindrak and Garrison Cade versus La Resistance versus the Dudley Boyz. This is the Dudley Boyz final WrestleMania. This is a 1-star match. Booker T and Rob Van Dam win. So, this is Booker T's first WrestleMania win, and Van Dam's second WrestleMania win. So, okay match. It's 1 star, so it's nothing stellar. In fact, neither of these Fatal 4-Way matches for tag titles are good. So, 1 star. Next is a actually somewhat decent match. Chris Jericho versus Christian. 2.5 stars. Finish comes when Trish accidentally elbows Jericho, or so everyone thought, allowing Christian to roll him up for the win. And then Trish turns heel. And would stay heel till till the end of 2005, pretty much. So, 2.5 stars. The best match of the first 3. So next we have a 3-on-2 handicap match. Evolution, which is Randy Orton, Batista, and Ric Flair, taking on the Rock and Sock Connection. This is Rock's final match until Survivor Series 2011. 2 stars. Okay handicap match, did what it needed to accomplish, and it set up the Randy Orton Cactus Jack match at Backlash, which is actually a actual classic, because WWE uses that term a lot to elevate matches that are not that great. But the match at Backlash 04 between Orton and Foley is a legit classic. So, like I said, 2 stars. Next is a tag team Playboy evening gown match. Sable and Tori Wilson versus Stacy Keibler and Miss Jackie. No stars here. No stars here. In fact, the match is over at the start because almost everyone takes off their evening gown, which defeats the entire purpose of this being an evening gown match. So, Sable and Tori win. Sable stays undefeated at WrestleMania. She's 3-0. She's the only undefeated, her and Wendy Richter are the only undefeated divas at WrestleMania, and Moolah, but still. There's only 3 undefeated divas at WrestleMania, so. And but anyway. And technically Alundra Blaze too, but I'm getting off track. So, no stars. Next is a Cruiserweight Open for the WWE Cruiserweight Championship. There are 10 men in this match. It's Chavo Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, Ultimo Dragon, Tajiri, Akio, Shannon Moore, Billy Kidman, Nunzio, Jamie Noble, and Funaki. If you count WCW Cruiserweight Championship reigns, everyone in this match, with the exception of Shannon Moore, Akio, Nunzio, and Funaki, have actually been the Cruiserweight Champion. So, this is a 1-star Cruiserweight Open. So, yeah, it's not that good. Chavo retains with help from Chavo Guerrero Sr. when he pins Rey Mysterio in the end. Next match, Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg with special referee Stone Cold Steve Austin. No stars here. This is the worst match in the history of WrestleMania. Yes, it's even worse than the Giant Gonzalez and the Undertaker, because at least there was effort put in to not make that match bad. It was still bad, but at least you got effort from both men. Goldberg and Lesnar did not care enough to put that kind of effort in to make this match, which on paper was a good idea. And at the time, I probably would have argued that you actually go with this show main eventing this match main eventing the show, because ultimately I think that this was one of the big premier matches that was a legit dream match. And it's probably the thing that most fans are paying to see. So I probably at the time would have argued main eventing this. It's a good thing it didn't. But what the treatment this match got is very liable to happen at this year's WrestleMania, with Brock being in the main event. So, because since Brock and Goldberg are both leaving after WrestleMania anyway, they really didn't care to put on a good match. And Austin stunned both of them after Goldberg went with the jackhammer, and Goldberg's never been seen in the WWE again, and Lesnar came back probably only for money because he couldn't do UFC for a while. So no stars here. Next match, fatal 4-way match for the WWE Tag Team Championship. Rikishi and Sky 2 Hotty versus the world's greatest tag team versus the APA versus the Basham Brothers. Half a star, Rikishi and Scotty wins. As simple as that. Next match, WWE Women's Championship versus Molly Holly's hair. Victoria versus Molly Holly. 1 star, Victoria wins. Molly Holly is shaved bald. Because this was an okay match. I mean, it wasn't anything stellar or good. WWE next match, WWE Championship match, Eddie Guerrero versus Kurt Angle. This is a very, very good match. It's 4.5 stars. It's the best match on this show. At the beginning, Michael Cole says that this is the 20th time the WWE Championship's been defended at WrestleMania. He's technically wrong. It's the 19th time the WWE Championship has been defended at WrestleMania. Because WrestleMania 4, there was no champion to defend the championship, so therefore you can't defend the championship when there's no champion. And if you count the fact, but he probably got the 20th time from the fact that WrestleMania 10 had two WWE Championship matches. So that's probably where he got it. I don't know where he got it. If he gets it from pure WrestleMania standpoint, it's the 19th, but with the fact that WrestleMania 10 did have 2, which is probably where he got the 20 from, it's still accurate, or, Michael Cole didn't make that many mistakes at this time yet. He was still somewhat tolerable, unlike today. But anyway, this is a very good match with a very clever finish. Kurt Angle constantly works over Eddie Guerrero's ankle for the ankle lock, so Eddie unties his boot, so when Angle puts the ankle lock back on him, Eddie essentially wiggles out of his boot, and then rolls up Angle and hooks the ropes with his feet and wins the match. Which is classic Eddie Guerrero, lying, cheating, and stealing. Even as a face he did it, and fans didn't mind. So, yeah. Eddie's character was one of those things when in 2005, I don't think it ever made any sense to turn him heel in a way. I really don't. But that's for another time, isn't it? Anyway, 4.5 stars. Really good match. Next match, Undertaker versus Kane. 1 star here. Had they continued the Kane Pete Rose thing, this probably would have got an extra half a star just for continuity's sake. But they didn't, and this is primarily a prolonged squash anyway. Kane gets very little offense in. Taker wins with 1 tombstone. Yeah, WrestleMania 14, it took 3 tombstones to beat Kane. Here it takes 1. That tells you where Kane had fallen at the time, doesn't it? That just in a mere 6 years, he's gone from taking 3 tombstones to beat to 1. So, 1 star. Next match is the main event. The triple threat match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Triple H versus Shawn Michaels versus Chris Benoit. This is a 4-star match, and I think this is the reason that this does this on WWE Network. Because every other event I've seen of Benoit does not at all do this. It lets you watch it all the way through with no real problem. Except this one. And 20 was always the one that I thought, if there was a built-in problem with the pay-per-view, that WWE might slip it in, was for WrestleMania 20, due to it being centered around Chris Benoit in a way. And the last shot being him holding up the World Championship with his wife and son in the ring. So, that might be a lot of the reason for it, but like I said, I don't know. It could have just been something that slipped by the WWE. I seriously doubt it. But it could have been. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But it's a 4-star match, obviously, with Benoit winning. So, our total star rating is 19 out of 60. We're going to a very underrated WrestleMania for WrestleMania 21, which is the next vid, which hopefully does not do this. It does have the parental warning, which this one did not. So, you know, but hopefully it doesn't do this. In fact, and I don't think it will, because Benoit's not main eventing that show, and he's not winning the World Championship. But then again, I don't know. I'll find that out when I watch it. And even if WWE Network, and even if I have a problem watching for WWE Network, I have the DVD of it anyway. So, I have the DVD of it. So, yeah. So, if you like the video, like button is down there, subscribe button is down there, and this will be in the WrestleMania Review Series playlist, and thank you for watching. Bye.